good. For me, it's an afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. It has actually been a while. I think the last time we did this was like 2 weeks ago, something like that. Okay, hide that because I'll explain that in a second. How's everyone doing? Let's see who's here so far. We got Ark, hello, how are you doing? Awesome JJ Ranger, Bonita Throckmorn, Marcella Marie, Dempsey J Illustrations, Nerd Comics Inc., Inkman Studios, Sneaky Raptor Squad. We got a whole bunch of people in here today. I was worried people weren't going to show up because I was doing it a little earlier than usual, but this seems to have been a better time. How's everyone doing? I love to see that we're doing this. How are you? Hope we're staying hydrated. I am good, Ark. Got my water right here, so hydrated. This is I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out, and I'll explain the rules in a second. Hello, Bonita Throckmorton. Hi, Maricela Marie. Dempsey J Illustration. Guyver won as a Poppy Playtime plushie. Interesting. Let's go. Can't wait to see how the chat decides to scar KyngPin today. Joined a little late. You're actually all good. We just started. The artist Dempsey J and Nerd Comics Inc. are here now. How's it going, guys? Where'd it go? Why are you choosing to work with Murder Drones for Monday's video? Well, that's an easy one. It's because Murder Drones episode, what was it, 7 came out 2 weeks ago or something like that, and it's a I believe Dempsey floated the idea by me to do something with Murder Drones when the 7th episode dropped, and unfortunately it dropped on at the very end of the month, so I had the collab, the Godzilla collab with Dempsey, Nerd, Night Art of Arcane, and Popcross, then the April Fool's video, then the community redraw, and now finally I can get around to working with Murder Drones. Hopefully it's still, people are still still want to see it. But I'm excited for that one. And then moving forward, I've got some really cool ideas that I don't want to talk about yet, but the one after the Murder Drones one is an idea that I really like. So yeah. First drawing idea, Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine as a has-been hotel hell of a boss style imp demon. So I'm actually, let me explain the rules now. So we're not going to be doing the normal this as that kind of thing. What I'm thinking of doing, and we're going to see how this test out, is I'm going to spin this wheel, which is labeled A through F, 1 through 5, and whichever one it lands on is we're going to draw that emotion, but the chat is going to choose which character gets drawn. So let's say we roll an A1, and I'll actually use your example, Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I then have to draw Bendy as the emotion in A1, and then we go through randomly as we go through. So I don't know if you are all going to give suggestions and I'll pick one, or if you all give suggestions and I either choose my top 4 or the 4 most ones that appear frequently, and then you all vote on one of the 4. If that makes sense. So we'll start off. I'll let you all get in your suggestions. We'll spin the wheel and see what we get first. All right. D4. So our first one is going to be, let me circle it so everybody can reference it as I catch up with the chat. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Our first drawing is this chipper little dude over here. So start throwing in some suggestions for characters, and once I catch up with the chat, I will find a way to decide who wins. You should make Huggy Wuggy a dinosaur. These are all, okay, wait, because these are all really good suggestions for, like, other streams and other videos, and I don't want to lose them. So let me get out my sticky notes. We had Guyver1, Guyver, as Poppy Playtime. What was the other one? Bendy, Hell of a Boss. HB Imp. Huggy Wuggy is Dinosaur. Huggy Wuggy Dino. From Godzilla monsters as predators. Number 1, Rodan, King Kong, and Godzilla as predators. You mean, I'm assuming you mean from the movie Predator. Because, like, not like the nature predator. Because I'm pretty sure they're all already predators. Kaiju as predators movie. Hey there, Galahound19. How are you? Power Rangers Zords as Power Rangers Zords as Kaiju. So instead of doing something as Power Rangers, that's an interesting one. Since like a lot of them are based off of animals, but then other ones are based off machines. That could be cool. I like that idea. Hello, Jerry Bildstein. How are you? Ven, how you doing? Ark, hello. Awesome JJ Ranger, hello. I've actually just finished a speed drawing video. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see it. Inkman Studios, great. What's up? How's it going? It's going good. I'll post a link when it's up if you want. Yes, go ahead. I would love to see it. Welcome to the stream, people. Oh, how about this for an idea? Drawing My Hero Academia as a Western gunslinger. Bring back an old series. It is, I forgot how to write for a second. I'm sorry. MHA Western Part 2. I definitely do want to start doing more sequels because there's like so many good ones. Like I made a lot of really good videos that I want to do, and just like I could do more with them, and you know, like more, for example, serial mascots as SCPs. That was a great idea, and it's been like 4 months since I did one of those videos, and I want to do one again. I'm going to jump ahead real quick. Are you okay if I share the image link for that expression sheet on here for anyone? Yeah, go ahead. The expression sheet, this whole thing we're using here, is from a artist named Magical Pouch. Their Twitter is, or X I should say, are in the description below if you want to give them a follow. Because I did not make this. I want to make that real clear. This is not mine. I am just merely drawing on it to make the funnies. Chat jumped a little. Apologies as I try to find my way back up. There we go. Yes, Dempsey did give the idea for Murder Drones, which I'm very excited for. I took on a lot of stuff for this new one, but you'll see that in the video. Hello, Apple Flavors. How you doing? I need to do something Murder Drones related soon, as it was manic and I ended up in the same boat as you did. Yeah, it's just the whole scheduling thing, because as everyone knows, the videos usually go up on Monday, and so by having the collab go up on Sunday, just the whole schedule. Not to mention, no, I'm sorry, not Sunday, Friday. Not to mention it was also almost twice the amount of drawings I do in a normal video. So I'm like, ooh, I really gotta up my game for this one. Believe me, I love Murder Drones. Murder Drones is so, I will admit, doing research for the episode, just trying to, the plot is a little hard to understand. But I think I finally get what's going on in Murder Drones in time for the season finale. Hopefully later this year. Tell me the cool ideas. Any ones you want to collab on is cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'll talk to you about it after the stream, Dempsey, because it's one of the ideas that I had for a while, and it's just like, I'll get around to it later. And part of this, why I'm doing this stream too, is like, maybe I should stop waiting and start doing the things I want to do. Can you send me that post sheet later? It's cool. Yeah, I'll send you. I have it on an image. Like I saved the image. I found it off of Reddit, but I also, I'll send like the original tweet link. Yeah, Nerd too. I'll send it in our artist chat after the stream. You must have received plenty of submissions from your last recreation video. How about redrawing one of them for this live stream right here? That's not a bad idea. I wouldn't do it for April's. I would choose one of the ones from March, the SCP one, if one of those does end up winning. Because that's a cool idea. Choose like one of the ones that didn't get picked, but I don't want to make anyone feel bad. That's the only thing. But it's a really cool idea. I'd have to see if I still have all the files on my computer. I might have already transferred that folder over to the drive to clear up some space. I want to see Benny Sharp or Dresden from Popcross's B1. That could. We'll see if that works once we roll that one. 5A reminds me of Springtrap. Yeah, a little bit. Nah, 5B reminds me of Springtrap. The blushing one. Nerd Comics, how's it going? I love these. Stay amazing. And may I ask, if you were given an Omnitrix, what would I do with it? Number one, I would make s'mores using Heat Blast. Number two, I would use Ditto, which is not one of the original 10, but it came out later in the original series. Ditto, split up, get art done twice as... No, not get art done twice as fast. Get art and editing done simultaneously. One version of me does the art, one version of me does the editing. Unfortunately, I don't have enough computers for that, though. My brain's not braining. I didn't sleep well last night. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can get some decent sleep tonight, because I was also up late last night. We had schedule got changed around, so we did boss level last night, and that went a little long, and so I had to sleep in a little bit today. D4 reminds me of Steven Universe. I can see it actually. It's got that that style of the Steven Universe show. F4 draws a Just Dance character. F1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that could be cool. I'll keep that. Well, if we roll in F4 in this stream, because at the rate we're going, we're not getting anything done today. When we roll F4, Jerry Bildstein, throw that in, and we'll see if that is one of the ones that can win. My Singing Monster Humans. That's a cool idea. Dan Kuzo from Bakugan. Oh, I have not thought of that show in a while. All right, so D4, we got Steven Universe, Dan Kuzo from Bakugan. D4, draw a true cute angel character or Has-Been Hotel Charlie. I need a Word document to write these down. Do I have Word on this computer? I do. Although, should I have done it on this one so I can... Well, no, I'll make the poll for it. Okay, I didn't fully think out how this stream was going to work. We're getting it, though. All right, D4. Nope, that's a $sign. Okay, we had Steven Universe. Universe. Team. What was it? Oh, Lady Dimitrescu. I skipped over that one. Dimestru. Dan Kuzo. Bakugan. I'll be honest, what I should have did is I probably should have chose the first one, set up that poll, let you all voted while I explained the rules, and then did the next one while I was drawing the first one. Okay, now I know for next time. Charlie has been, and Dog Day. Dog Day is would be a hard one to do. What is it called? Expression wise, because all the smiling critters are just smiling, but that'd be really cool. Random question: have you ever visited the site DeviantArt? occasionally while like looking at one or two pictures, but I have not actually like spent time browsing or creating an account on DeviantArt. For example, Gadzooks is described as an unstable monster, so its human form could be mentally unstable. Yeah, I would like that. Would be a nice idea for like a cool video, even a live stream one. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but like, my singing monsters human. Like, there's so many ideas of art that I want to do, and my biggest enemy is time. Okay. Mind if I share the link? Got that one. And I have an idea for drawing Ben 10 aliens fused with kaiju. That's a cool idea. Dempsey actually has a couple live streams of doing just that, turning Ben 10 aliens into kaiju. I believe he's done 8 of the 10 originals so far. So if you want to go check those out, like, they're really, like, the designs come out really cool. Why does the chat keep jumping on me? Alien, that's another one. All right, we're getting a lot of suggestions, so I might narrow it down to my 4 favorites and have you vote on those. Xenomorph. I'm 100% talking about the movie Predators, not nature predators. All right, sounds cool. Mina Shido as a cowgirl would be pretty fun. That, and I have one more. If I'm to do a what is it called? Sequel to that video. I have that, and I have your suggestion, and then one other one that I think could be cool. Let me just. Okay. I'm gonna scan through really quick to make sure I'm not missing any of them, because I want to give everyone a chance to get their suggestions in before I set up a poll. There's the link. Don't know if you've noticed, but we've been having a lot of YouTubers giving each other honorable shoutouts lately. What YouTuber would I recommend? I'll come back to that one. I want to think about it real quick, but I want to make sure that I get all the suggestions in before I set up the first poll. KyngPin, link. N from Murder Drones. Toy Story Venom. I've seen it since the pilot to catch up. Okay, I think that's everything. All right, just okay. I'm gonna go back and read what everyone's saying. I just want to make sure I'm getting everyone. Okay, that looks like all the character suggestions. So I'm gonna refer to the list, choose my favorite of the 4, and then I'll have you all vote on which one you want to see. Right? How many can I actually do? I can do up to 4. That's unfortunate. D for character. I'm not going to speak out loud because I want this to be a surprise about which 4 I'm picking. And obviously, I want to try to keep it one character per like thing. So like if one character gets chosen, unless they win the poll, I want to keep it like a unique character for each slot, if that makes sense. All right. This one is going to be a challenge if it gets picked, but that's a risk I'm willing to accept. I might pinch this idea for a live stream if that's cool. Totally. I mean, like I said, I don't own this, whatever it's called, this emotion chart. That goes to the magical pouch from Twitter/X, but I like the idea of like having the live, like the chat come together and choose what gets drawn. And finally, I think you would probably embody the So these 4 options are a mix of ones that would be completely different to the emotion being shown, and one that actually got, you know, like people who would actually show this emotion. All right, send in your votes while I catch up on the chat. How far down did I actually go? Okay, there's the link. Dragonoid from Bakugan. Yes, I will. Okay. A lot of, yes, YouTubers giving each other shout outs. Who would I recommend? I mean, obviously the obvious ones go, and I assume you're talking about artists alone. Obviously the main artists that I've been working with, Night of Arcane, Nerd Comics Inc., Dempsey J, and Popcross, those go without saying. They all do amazing work. And what I love is that all 5 of our styles are unique to each of us. So like, even if any of us had the same deal, like the Pal World collab we did back in February, they all came out with different results, which I absolutely love. And of course there's Fantasy Creed, who I did in the last, whose art I redrew in the last video. That was the blue and purple and black arrow that's on the thumbnail. So definitely recommend them. And I mean, I know Galahound, you're the one who said this, but based on what I've seen on your channel and your, what's it called? Submissions for the recreations, like, your style is really cool too. So I would totally recommend, if anyone wants to check out your channel, Galahound19, then I would say completely go for it, because your style is really good. And in fact, I'm going to put a link to said channel in the chat, because you've been working really hard and you've stuck around this channel for a very long time. So I think you definitely deserve a lot more attention. So if you guys want to check out Galahound19, I put their link in the description, not the description, the chat, and I'm sure after the stream I'll throw in it in the description as well. I found an image on Google, so here's the one I saw at a decent size. Yeah, this one, like I said, I got off of Reddit, and I blew it up a little bit in this Photoshop file. This is 2000 width and 2294 height, and it's still really good quality. Like, I don't think I'll ever need to get this close, but even still, it looks pretty good. Do you have an idea of what to draw? Do I have an idea of what to draw? Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus as a kaiju. And am I going to do more SCPs? I love your style. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I fully intend on doing more SCP. What is it called? Man, words are failing me today. I do intend on doing more SCP videos. Because they're super fun. Marcus now has a canonical design for him. I'm sorry, Professor Marcus Plague has a canonical design for him, which is going to be so cool. Though I don't know if I'm going to have it on screen when he's narrating, like what Dempsey does in his videos, or if I'm just going to have him slide in real quick and then go back out like Popcross does. I'm leaning towards more the second one, because I've noticed that I act towards the camera a lot, even if there's no camera in sight. Like, I'm very big on like talking with my hands, as you can see, and like visual gags. So I might keep the webcam going for the videos and maybe throw him on the other side of the screen, just so we can have like a reference of who's talking, especially when it gets to be like, oh, hey, now there's multiple characters in a video. So yes, fully intend on doing more SCP content soon. KyngPin, try for a series, maybe characters as Bendy in the Ink Machine / Dark Revival. That would be cool. Bendy is one of the other games that I really like. Never played it, but saw people play it, and I was like, hey, that's really cool. I should have put a timer for... Like, I should have set like a 5-minute timer for the chat. Or not the chat, the vote. And it'd be like, all right, time's up. Now we can start drawing. I'm going to read through a few more comments, and then I'll end the poll, and then we can finally start drawing, because we've been in this for about 30 minutes, and we've done nothing yet. Oops. Toy Story Venom. That'd be cool. I haven't done a Venomized idea in a while. I think I have to go back to that soon, because so far we only have Amazing Digital Circus and Five Nights at Freddy's, and Venomized content you all seem to really enjoy, so I gotta go back to that sometime soon. Awesome JJ Ranger, I'm not going to read that one out loud, only because it is a spoiler for the episode, and although it's been, what, like 2 weeks since it's come out? Yeah, I still, just in case nobody saw it, and I put a spoiler alert in the video tomorrow too, but yeah, I'm just gonna zip. But I know what you're talking about, and it was really cool. And to question what way that I can show the people the characters in Mortal, because people asking me if he can blood bend or if he has blood control. That's one of those hard powers that's really hard to represent visually. Maybe if, like, the only way I can really think of is like drawing him in different time periods, but that would lead to having to draw multiple images. But other than that, I don't know. That could be interesting. That's a hard one. I'll keep thinking on that, and if I have a better answer, I'll let you know. But right now, to visually represent immortality, that's a hard one. Maybe like an old relic, like they're wearing like old clothes, or like they have an ancient piece of treasure that they got like from so long ago. Maybe do Dresden or Benny Sharp for B1. That seems to be a... Wait, which one's B1? This one. Oh, I totally messed up. Wait, did I? I forget. No. Oh, wait. I don't know how to read a grid. This is B1. I was looking at B2. Dresden as B1 would be amazing. The blushing ones reminds you of a child murder. I don't mean that. It was for a joke. Well, my favorite Murder Drones character is Sin, so can't really speak. That's true. All right. I will start reading from here down after we finish the poll, because I think it's been like 5 minutes or something like that. I'll set a timer for the next one. And so our first one is, where did the poll results go? Are they at the bottom? Yes. Okay. Poll results are N from Murder Drones as B4. Let me pull up a reference. N. That was a B. Murder Drone. I just type in the wrong letter and I end up drawing V from Murder Drones because it was like I was a key off. Okay. Just making sure I'm at the right point in the chat. While I'm drawing this one, though, so we're not all waiting around, I'm going to spin the wheel for the next one. Oh, I left up that wheel thing. I was supposed to hide that. Okay, my bad. All right. So, while I'm drawing... What was it, D4? While I'm drawing this one, your next character submission is going to be for E1. So, I will move our little indicator. Ooh, this is going to be hard because I'm going to have to stay... No, wait. This one's E1. Little thinky face here is our next one. So, throw your suggestions in the comments for E1 while I go through and draw D4. While also trying to keep E1 in screen. Oh, geez. This is going to be a little more difficult than I expected. All right. Let's see what chat's got to say. All right. You can upgrade to make more computers that you can use to edit. That's true. The problem is there's no Ben 10 alien that's made of money where I'm like, okay, I'll use this one and then I can... Oh my god, I've never... Drawing this small, this far off screen? Yikes. Alright, I can do this. I can do this. This is no problem. This is a lot harder than I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. We're going to start off with a sketch phase as we normally do. So like what kind of... So... Okay, this has always confused me about N's design. These little circles aren't part of the head. No, I'm sorry. They are part of the head. They're not part of his hat, which I always forget. Okay, this is not going to work. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to take a screenshot of the next one, and then I'm going to add a reference in Streamlabs. No, it would be a window, wouldn't it? Window capture, snip. Oh my gosh. SINP, snip, tool. There we go. All right, so I'm going to have a reference of the next one sitting here so that I can move, zoom in, and actually draw a quality piece for this one. Alright, N's got like curly, swoopy hair. Like this. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I like how I see how this is going, and then his little circles are more up here. Catch up with chat. As someone who doesn't watch Steven Universe but has also been hearing a lot about it recently, I like chicken wings. I couldn't even tell you if that was a reference to the show because I have not seen Steven Universe as well. Though I don't know why it would be you'd be hearing about it recently. I thought the show ended already, but I could be very wrong. Cool. Good to see my drawing ability is failing me today. Start that over. I am not happy with how that turned out. Alright. You know what? We're going to do this. Drawing from a reference is much harder than I anticipated it being. Wow, that is not a circle. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to use this as a facial reference, but we're not going to try to draw it on model. I think that is our best bet, because if I try to draw it on model, things will go very wonky. So there's your thing, there's your eyes. This will be the mouth. I'll draw that in. I feel like this is a pose that N actually did, like, in the show. Like the, oh boy, I'm down with doing anything, or whatever the line is. I don't know if I can do an impression of N. That's a bit hard. Michael Kovac has a very unique voice. And it's like, I'm sure you've seen, I've tried to replicate in the videos, and some of them come out okay. I had an okay Jax impression. My Rocky impression from the Lackadaisy Zombies was not good. No one knows whose this character is. D4 should be Leonardo Watch. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed that. I thought I had it. I am unfamiliar with who that character is. Leonardo from Blood Blockade Battlefront. I'm not familiar with this, but it's a cool character design. I'm really sorry I missed that. I was going really quick through these comments to make sure I got all of them, and as such, I missed one. So, my apologies. I also, part of the reason I'm also doing this stream is I want to work on my shorthand. Would shorthand be the right phrase? But like the speed at which I draw. Cause like, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, I just want to get a little faster at drawing. Not so much for like videos. Like, I'm making really good time with videos, but like, quick sketches and quick pieces. I really want to be more like, yeah, I can do that real quickly. Like, if I want to draw like a meme or something, just be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, done. That only took like 30 minutes instead of like an hour and a half. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I don't know. I'm going to draw a little bar here that cuts off the hair and then place the circles on them like that. And the circles are bigger than that. Wow, this is so much harder than I expected, and I do not understand why. All right. I anticipated we wouldn't be getting through everything in this stream. But I would like it if more than just this got accomplished in the stream. Bakugan Dies of Nostalgia. I watched that when I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, I had some of the toys too. And I loved they were all the rage back in elementary school. However old I was when that happened. I actually did consider going back and watching that recently, just because I remember this one part in the show where there was like a whole arc where they were like trapped in this weird dimension, and then the elements of the Bakugan had to like team up. So like Bakugan had like 6 elements or something to it, like that the creatures could be, and like Pokemon, some were stronger against others, and so there was this one thing where it's like, oh no, there's like 3 rooms, and like each one is like, oh, now fire and ground have to stay behind and battle and stuff like that. And it's such a fond memory that I would love to, even if it's not the whole show, I would love to go back and watch that specific arc again. All right, so his collar has fur, or his coat has fur on it. So we're gonna do this like that. Yeah. See, you see how quickly I did that? That, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You missed a great chance. Do the artist from the collab group on the spins. You Popcross Knight nerd. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, Dempsey. The spins? Like, draw all of us as some of these emotions? Because that would be fun, but unfortunately, I'm really bad. Or I'm not going to say I'm really bad. I'm going to be a little more positive about it. I have not had much practice drawing people's likeness. But I'm trying to work more on that. Like, if you asked me to draw a portrait of myself, ooh, it would not look like me. I want to, hopefully later on this year, I want to learn more about like how to distinguish features of a person and then be able to draw like, oh, this is the way their nose looks and whatnot. Stuff like that. Alright, this is interesting because En's got some funky looking arms because they're cone shaped, but instead of getting thinner toward the wrist, they start off thin. My camera's inverted, so it keeps screwing me up. They start off thin and they get thicker as you go to the wrist, because that's where like all the guns and stuff are. What if I draw, like, instead of a hand, like he's just got a knife? He's got one of those blade arms like that. That's not exactly how it looks in the show, but I think that would be funny instead of a hand. But then poor C4 is gonna get cut off a little. And Murder Drone's blade hand. 7/8. Do you expect donations? Absolutely not. I do not expect anyone to donate. This is all for your entertainment. I would like to get monetized one day on the channel, but I'm a couple hours away. I'm like 500 hours away from getting the member tiers. So like you need 3,000 hours for that and 4,000 hours to get the AdSense, which I'm still like a long ways away. But once I hit like 3,000, then there's like the member tiers where I can put in the little, what are they called? Like chat emojis. So far, the only chat emoji we have is the YouTube one with the goat that we've just kind of adopted as part of the stream. That being said, if you want to go ahead and throw some of them YouTube goats in the chat, they're in the emoticon section, then go for it. But by no means do I expect donations from anyone. But like I said, I'm close to being tier 1 of monetized. And then once I get that, I can actually link the Teespring to the posters at the bottom of the video, which would be really cool. But so far, I've just have them in the description of the video, which, you know, still pretty good. He has his coat is closed, right? So it'd be like this. All right, his head feels a little small, but other than that, I'm liking how this is turning out. We're just gonna go in, beef the head up a little bit, and definitely fix that hair. I feel like there's not enough hair. Maybe just like a strand over here or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. All right, cool. It only is... Oh, I did not think about that. Let's boost you up just a little bit. Yeah, doing a... Okay, what if I do this instead? I'm going to keep you at 100. I'm going to put a white color over you, lower the opacity of that to about 70, to about 50. So then you're there, and then I could lower this to 30. Nope, that didn't do a thing. So we're going to keep you at 50, and we're going to try to figure out where the... Oh, wait, I can just hide it. I feel dumb. KyngPin, is that a xenomorph Alistair breaking into your house? You know what? I hope so. Well, no, not really. No, I thought more about Alistair's character. I really hope not, but the radio part of Alistair's cool. Like, maybe not the xenomorph part either. If a radio broke into my house, I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, hey, what up? I used to be on radio. What's good? Yeah, I don't really know how I would talk to a radio. Why is the hair not hairing correctly? It's because it swoops up like that. Alright. Yeah, En's hair is a lot more swoopier than I made it here. I've recently started watching animation YouTubers, and this one called Illuminations caught me off guard. I have not heard of that. I've seen some animated YouTubers. Pymations I used to watch a long time ago. The one that I watch a lot now is Dubis Goobis, I believe the channel name is called. They're just like, they're very short little videos, but they're really funny. And obviously all the indie animations technically count as animation channels, so I've been watching those. I cannot get enough of indie animation, let me just say that. Speaking of which, has anyone seen the new one? Ramshackle it's called. They just released their pilot about a week ago. And it's really good. I highly recommend it. I forget what the channel is that made it. Let me check on that real quick. Ben 10 aliens as horror creatures, just as something like Atomics or Heat Blast would be a cool SCP as Ben 10. Ben 10 as SCPs, that would be really cool. I don't think any of us have done that yet. What was I looking up? Ramshackle. Ramshackle, the pilot is by Zeddy, Zeddyzi. And once again, that is going in the chat. Alright. Oops. Chat jumped again. Let me find my way back. Because it has been... I know you all have been talking a long time, and I've been doing an awful job of keeping up. I am so sorry. Half the subscribers vote for Godzilla monsters as predators. Well, I mean, if people are for it, then yeah, I'll do it. Predators is an interesting one. I know nothing. Can you draw the circle, please? Nope. I know absolutely nothing about the Predator series. Never saw the original, never saw however many are after that. I just never got around to it, though it is one of the movies I really want to see, because I really like old action movies. You know what? We have the circle tool. We are going to use it. Circle. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Stroke. 3. 3 is good. Alright. And we're going to use that same size circle as reference. Or, no, not reference. We're literally just going to copy and paste it. Make it slightly smaller. Because looking at the reference for N, none of the circles are touching. No, over here. And so, no, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. You, over here, rotate a little, slightly smaller. Good. You, over here, rotate the up, no, rotate. Photoshop is not my friend today. Which is unfortunate, because I was doing a really good job earlier today when I was working on art for a video. But now all of a sudden it's like, nah, you forget how to draw. I don't even know if it's I forget how to draw, or just like I'm drawing at a canvas size I'm not used to. I'm trying something different that I'm not used to. I don't know. I just feel like this entire process could have gone a slight bit smoother. Alright, so his hat is just like that. There's the rim of the hat. Finish the... Because the hat rim is like pointing upward. Something like that. Hats are tricky to draw. Very interesting life and family friendly. Yeah. And then like you barely see the top of the hat too. It's like this kind of, but that doesn't look right. So maybe like a little bit of this and then just like... Sure, we'll just make the bottom, like we'll just make this part so detailed that nobody notices that I have no idea what's going on at the top here. All right, about to go AFK because of recording the final draft of a new vid. Gonna push off to the side so I don't distract myself. No problem. Thanks for sticking around, Apple Flavors. Not sure if you're still here because I know I'm so wildly outdated with the chat right now. E2 Cool Breeze from Zevo 3. Oh my goodness. Zevo 3? I need you to all know right now. I'm going to copy and paste the picture into the Photoshop document because I need you to know about this series. Zevo 3 was a I believe Nickelodeon series, and about like the if you all know the shoes, the Skechers, they turned their shoes like into superheroes. I loved that show. It was so good, and I believe this guy up here, this mad scientist looking dude, was voiced by Mark Hamill, who did Luke Skywalker, the Joker, all that stuff. The amount of nostalgia you just sent me by mentioning Zevo 3 is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Intently focusing on making sure the fur looks really good. Because one of the things I'm noticing by drawing fur, which I've done quite a lot recently, it was in the... No, it wasn't in the redraw, was it? No, I don't think so. But like... no, that's what it was. 2 of the drawings from tomorrow have fur elements in it. And it's really weird because, like, I want it to look good, but like, no matter how I do it, it always feels like it looks too thin. Like, the shading on this is going to give it depth, but right now it looks so very thin. It looks flat, which is really weird. So I'm really trying to work on that, too. I saw Murder Drones and picked it. Yeah. I'm actually glad because this is cool. I really like Murder Drones, and it's a franchise that I've been meaning to work with on the channel for a while, but I wanted to wait until the next episode came out. And I gotta say, I'm really excited for episode 8, which I believe is the season finale. Alright, this blade, I might perspective warp it a little to make it look a little longer. Because right now it's looking a little dull. It doesn't look like it'd be great for murdering. Yeah. No. It's got more of a... I think it's called like a drop point blade. It's like that. And then it comes down. Yeah, that looks better. Try Marco the Phoenix from One Piece. Alright. We can... Like, these are all really good suggestions, so... Oh, wait. Wait, what was the name of the next one? What was it? E3? E5? What? Oh, no, wait. E1. Have people... I think people have been suggesting E1, and I've just kind of glanced over it because I forgot about that. Okay. Marco from Phoenix. What was another one? Oh, there was another one I know I missed. It's not E1. Wait, was it E1 or E... No, I circled E1. Or was it E2? I forgot which one I... Wait, I can literally refer to the wheel and figure out which one has not been picked. It was E... Okay, it was E1. So... E1... I apologize. I have been glossing over suggestions. Cool Breeze, even though that was E2, but still, I really like that suggestion. None of my suggestions made it into the poll. Don't worry, Galhound. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We still have 29 more, so chances one of yours will get into a poll is more than likely. Okay. Where was it? Where was it? Marcus Plague? Wait, what? I misread a comment. No, Marcus Plague is not from One Piece. Marco the Phoenix is from One Piece. I'm like, okay, yeah, Marcus Plague from One Piece. Wait a minute. That's my character. You, Popcross, and occasionally Nerd managed to keep my attention the longest. No offense to the others. Well, I'm glad I can keep your attention. I do get a little nervous about that. I'm like, well, because at the end of last year, I'm like, wow, my video intros go on forever. Nobody is gonna wind up making it to the actual drawing part of it. Because, like, I have a thing, I have a thing where I like to ramble and give so much more information than what is actually needed. So, like, when I used to do my intros, I'm like, oh, there's this thing, and also this thing and that thing, and don't forget about this thing. Okay, now we can get started. And it's like a minute and a half for an intro. I'm like, nobody's here for the intro. They want to see the art. Would be cool if you do Power World as SCP, and do you like my style? Just asking. Arc, your style is amazing. I love especially the rendering. Like when you do the digital work, it's really cool. My favorite one, my favorite piece of yours has to be the steampunk My Little Pony that you drew from the stream a couple weeks ago. I forget when it was. It was during one of the Poppy streams. All right, so far. I love how much I zoom in to draw it, and then like I zoom out, and then there's he's so small. All right, this is our first one. We've got N doing pose D4. Obviously, we're gonna color him. Don't know how in depth we're gonna go with the shading though. But yeah, that's our first one down, or at least line art. And I might actually use this to practice some cell shading, just so we're not harking on one character forever. Marcus Plague looks sick, lol. Yeah, I was really nervous about designing the narrators, because I'm like, oh, like, this is like the design that the character is gonna be, and I don't know if I'm comfortable enough with my art skill enough at this point to really cement that for an extended period of time. And then I had a little extra time one week. I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Even though Marcus Plague is like nowhere even close to the first narrator I created. Like, poor Ivan hasn't gotten a video since like last year, and 50 and 51 haven't even gotten one since last year either. 50 and 51 are due for a design sometime soon, hopefully. I might just actually utilize the this same color for all the dark parts. Nah, I'll do one more color. Yeah, that's a little too dark. for any shading to appear. So I'm going to copy this, make it slightly lighter, turn it a little bit blue, and that's a little too light. And I'm talking to myself, realizing you guys can't see the color picker for some reason. I don't think I've saved once this entire stream. Okay. We'll figure that out in a second. Oh, thank you so much, KyngPin, for leaving that link to my channel. That's my generous of. No problem. You work really hard, Galahound. I love your style, and more people should be checking you out. Checking out your channel. I like that idea. I'm so sorry. I don't remember what the idea is. But I'm glad you like it. If it was either my idea or someone else's, you know, I'm glad it's something that you liked. I need to catch up on your lore. If you don't mind, can you do a recap? So far there's not too much lore. For Marcus Plague, he is a scientist, professor, something I haven't really quite thought of yet, at the SCP Foundation, but he's a little bit unprofessional. He likes giving the SCPs weird names. He's very interested in utilizing the entity's abilities, either for their intended purpose or like to help other people out, stuff like that. And he is very, very much about finding his limit of, I guess you can call it pain, but he's very adamant on being like, oh, I want to interact with this SCP just to see if I can withstand their abilities and stuff like that. And so it hasn't been established yet, but I'm sure there's a couple of entities that Marcus Plague is no longer allowed to interact with for that exact reason. So that, oh, and in the last redraw, a very, very dangerous SCP breached containment, and Marcus Plague had to face it down one-on-one in order to gather the files needed for him to do his presentation to everyone. And after that presentation, after reading the file on the corpsers, which was the escaped SCP, he got a little bit like, I don't know if I want to talk to this one anymore, because he was very adamant about hunting it himself. And then after reading the file, he's just like, you know what? Maybe not. So I don't know if that's where we're going to pick up with his story, or if we're just going to like Quentin Tarantino it, where the next SCP episode will happen before that. But whatever it is, I'll make sure to spell it out in the intro. So that's the SCP lore. I also have two demon narrators called 50 and 51. And they're called that because it hasn't really been too established, but they are these things called Dark Ones, which are souls in hell, which the devil, which is a title rather than an entity, they pick out souls from hell that they seem interested in to be their successor. And the main role of the devil in this kingdom of hell that I've called it is to... Oh my goodness, I used the wrong color. The purpose of the main job of the devil in the kingdom of hell is to create demons that are logged in a book called the Demon Cyclopedia. And there's only been one episode with both of them so far, but so far 50 is teaching 51 about the Demon Encyclopedia and all the cool not characters, but all the cool demons that have been in it. And then there's Ivan a Clue, which he just collects things. There's not much story for him at the moment. Actually not sure if there's going to be. I don't know. I'd like to bring back Ivan at some point, but that's all depends. Oh wait, yes, go away. Come down here. There, fill that in. Oh, that looks so bad. So, yeah, there's not too much lore at the moment, but that is everything you need to know. Hope that was good. Non-horror characters as Resident Evil infected. Although I'm not too familiar with Resident Evil, that sounds like a very cool idea. Okay, so I don't know. This is a very interested in how this stream is going so far. Remember when I said I wanted to work on drawing things quicker? Yeah, this stream has been the antithesis of that. We've been here for 30 minutes and we've done nothing. We're getting there. We're slowly but surely making some progress. This might have to be a very extended stream series. How did the mouth look on this? Was it all teeth? It was. So, I'm gonna... Come on. Work with me here. Why are you not... Why are you, like, the flow's not down. So I don't know why it's not giving me it might just be too small, that's why. There. That's as good as it's gonna get. Solid colored, just off white. Almost, but not quite white. Just so we can get some, what's it called? Shading up in here. Nerd Comics Inc. Dino can have expressions. That's cool. Yeah, that's true. Nerd Comics Inc.'s Dino and Knight of Arcanes, I'll be honest, would probably be the easiest out of the 5 of us to draw Dempsey. Popcross would also be pretty easy, only because there's a reference of what he would look like as a drawing, as his profile image. Me and you would be 100% the hardest to do. Because I don't know how to say this perfectly, but like, I view my face as like incredibly average, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm looking, I don't really see any standout details in my face. But that's just me. Like, I've tried creating myself in like video games, and like it's never turned out too great. I'm also trying to minimize the amount of colors we need, which with N is pretty easy. They're mostly just grays and stuff. Yeah. But then like over here, there's a that, which I don't have the. That's a little thick for my liking. There we go. And then like this, and then paint the stripes in. At least I think this is it, right? They have the caution tape somewhere. Yeah, it is on their wrist. Okay. And then I can select you, go into the yellow one, and then just paint stripes going down. There we go. Oh, I would like to draw Kane, and would you do like an SCP, redrawn SCP, saved or attack from another past series? Angelic Demon is good. Oh, I see what you mean, like using a SCP from a previous redraw or a previous SCP episode to factor into the story to beat another SCP. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll be honest, I have not thought about how they're going to recontain the corpsers from the redraw. So gotta think about that. We're gonna do a really shoddy job at drawing a murder drone skull right here, just because it's minimal detail. Kind of looks like a Pac-Man ghost. Do murder drones have? Does the murder drones logo have a mouth? I don't think so, right? It does not. Okay, and then we'll just put the information tag here. Yeah, something like that. And then you also have, so these are darker, and then it's a grayish brown for the fur. And then we can finally move on to shading, and then we can finally move on to a new character. So this should be done within the next 10-ish minutes if I can remember how keys work. There we go. Make sure to get your suggestions in for E1, which is the little red circled expression we have up in the top. And I will start compiling them once I actually reach that point in the chat. You could do a fusion video. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there might be a fusion video coming very, very soon. Wait, no, you haven't done nothing. You've drawn a circle. That's true. And at the point, well, yeah. And then finally, we've actually made some progress. And I gotta say, I'm actually pretty happy with how this N is looking. I do love the thing that instead of just doing the yippee kind of arm thing, he's got a knife out. It's just like, I'm down for doing anything, including murdering you. That's dark. I'm sorry. So I'm noticing that my way of flatting colors isn't amazing for smaller bits like this. Like the lasso tool really misses a lot of spaces. So I'm going to try doing this instead. Actually like coloring it in and trying to stay inside the lines. All right. Number 1 is down. I don't really know how I'm going to... I would like to kind of clear out the ones in the back when we each finish one, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Let's just get one layer of shading in. We'll do a quick thing of that, and then we can move on. Oh, well, I finally made it to the point in the chat where we finished the poll. He was born in 1748, so that would be the oldest relic in that time. So what would be the oldest relic in that time? I'm not sure. I'm not great at history. So what would I don't know, what was going on in the 1700s? I don't know about that arc. I would if I were you, I would like research it, like look it up on Google, because I cannot. I have no idea what historical events were going on during that time period. Apologies that I can't help more with that one. Yeah, see, we're just gonna throw in some quick shading so we can move on. The hardest part is actually just like designing the character, which I don't know, it kind of to be expected, but I didn't expect it to take this long. We've spent like 40 minutes on this one character, I think. So like, and with N being so many primarily dark colors, it's gonna be hard to see most of the shading anyway, so I don't want to spend too long on it when we've got other ones to get to. Murder Drones wins. Yeah. Oh, I got to that part in the chat a little late. I will say this. One thing I'm really seeing an improvement on in my art is the rendering of fur. Like, what was the first one I did? It might have been Huggy Wuggy, but it could have been before that. But like, Huggy Wuggy, I'm like, ugh. No, I'm sorry. Horror Icons at Dogs was the first one where I did fur. And I'm like, ugh, this is a very tedious process. But now I'm really liking my process of it. So I'm glad with that. I gotta say, I don't know what it is that I don't do it a lot during my during the actual videos, but I really like cell shading. And I don't know why. It just like I start cell shading on a video, and then like halfway through the drawing, I'm like, oops, forgot that I was doing that. It's really interesting to see a difference in style when I'm not doing my usual steps. So like, instead of using the gradients, I'm using, what is it called? Instead of using gradients, I'm using flat colors for the flatting. And then I didn't add the noise texture just to give it that little bit of detail. So it's really interesting to see how these pieces are going to differ from a normal stream. But I figured this one would just be a fun little stream to just chill out. Jerry Bildstein suggesting Just Dance. So actually I'll write that down for E1 because that'd be cool. And Just Dance would be interesting too because the Just Dance coaches have a very unique style to them. If you haven't I'll say this, if you haven't seen how like they record the Just Dances videos, like look it up because it's really, really interesting. All right, I'm gonna can't have a murder drone without a lot of glowy bits. Glow. That's a little too much glow. Glow, 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 glow. Alright. I'm gonna do one thing of also highlights just to give it a little bit more. But overall, this is our first one done. I promise if we do another stream of this, I will become much more organized with what I'm doing. All right, there we go. And as murder drones, I'm going to take everything here, compile it into one object, and name the layer D4. N. Murder drones. And then we can also do this. We can also slightly move him over. And then wonder why the bounding box is going all the way over here. What in the world? Can you open the smart object? What is going... Huh? Okay. If I crop this down to just where N is that going to mess everything up? Please don't mess anything up. It messed everything up. Okay, and you go right there. I forgot to do highlights on his hair. Please hold. Okay. Noi from Dorohedoro. What was it? Nenoi? Dorohedoro. I hope I'm saying that right. Alright. Let me just put some highlights in his hair. Oh, that's not right. Throw highlights in his hair. I will compile the ones for the next one. We will vote and we will spin. And then maybe that'll be the stream. It depends on how long that winds up taking. Because so far, we are not making the time I thought we would be making for this. Awesome. I'm actually very happy with how that turned out. Thank you all so much for the suggestions. All right, next up is E1, this little thinking fellow over here. So far, our suggestions are Cool Breeze, Marco the Phoenix from One Piece, Just Dance Coach, and Noi from Dorohedoro. Imagine Nerd's Van Helsing character, Dempsey's Nexum, Koi's Armor Crafter, Kingpin's SCP Nara, and Popcross's Harold going on an adventure together. That would be that would be a lot of work for a video. But if the 5 of us can get together, write and voice act an adventure together, I would so love to do that. Oh, that would be so cool. Maybe do Danny okay. Danny Phantom? I would love to see that. Yeah, me too, Nerd Comics. That would be so cool. Mina the Shadow Warrior versus Blood Red Riding Hood. Oh my gosh. I forgot about Blood Red Riding Hood a little bit. I want to redo Blood Red and see how much I've grown as an artist. Maybe for like the full 1-year anniversary of the channel. You should just have a new layer and blow it up for a guideline. Lol. Oh, that could work too. Other than the snipping tool. You're right, Dempsey. I could just like extract that part of the layer and blow it up and be like, hey, here's what we need. Well, yeah, I said not to be rude, Nerd, but the only original character I've seen from your channel. E1 could be Deary from Hell of a Boss. You know, the ones that kick the cherubs out of heaven. That's such an obscure character, but I love it. Because they only appeared in, what, like 2 minutes in that particular episode? E1 would be cool as Gaster from Undertale. I watch an My Singing Monsters YouTuber called Moopy MSM, and they made a video of a cover of Stronger Than You. I watched it on YouTube. That's cool. Animators, like YouTubers, animators are cool. And the My Singing Monsters content is awesome. Michael Kovac is everywhere. You have absolutely no idea. In the last like month, I believe I've seen him announce roles for 2 more indie animated series. Okay, where am I in relation to this camera? There we go. There we go. Yeah, he's in like 2 more animated series. And it's crazy, but he's so talented, and I would love to get a chance to work with him one day. I mean, I've worked with like 90% of the characters he's voiced already. I feel like that is like the in-between of this salute. I think so. Yeah, a little bit. Cane is hard. Yeah, cane is a very hard. It's really hard to get the teeth right, especially depending on the angle you draw cane at. The teeth are very hard to get right. Team Ruby as Predators, the movie Predator. Yeah, let me write that down. Because Ruby is another one of those series that I've wanted to watch and just never got around to it. I sure love eating sand. Okay. I mean, I don't believe that's particularly good for you. But I don't also know. I'm not a doctor, but I would recommend not doing that. You know, just in case. I know who he is from Blood Blockade with his eye power. It's an awesome anime. Did I write that down? I think that was... I forget which... I think that was a D4. Yeah, that was D4, and I accidentally missed it. I apologize for that. Have your subscribers vote if they want to see Ice Age villains venomized. Oh, interesting. I do want to do a video soon where I put in a couple of topics and everyone votes on what they want the next video to be. Although I should probably do that soon because the poll has to go out and people have to vote before I can actually start working on it. So I'll probably set one of those up soon. I just gotta figure out which ones I want to do or propose. N does have wings, but how the donkey body would you incorporate those? Well, N can retract the wings, so I don't think it's too big of a deal that we didn't include them. But that is good. Like for like one I'm looking at right now, like C3, this would be a cool one to have wings. Like he's leaning forward and the wings are spreading out. So that would be cool for one of those like that. But for not including them in this one, I don't think it's too big of a deal since they are retractable in the show. Where did the chat go? Oh, there we go. Fazbear Entertainment, but I thought it was coarse rough and irritating. Good one, nerd. Now I'm going to kill Kane after I see him again. This is much harder than I thought it would be. I'm so sorry. I was looking around the room for ideas and I landed on the Kane keychain that I have from Christmas. I have the keychain sitting on my desk only because it's way too big to fit on any of my actual keys. That Godzilla monster as predators can be narrated by your artifact collector. That's not a bad idea. So far he's only voiced like aliens and space stuff. But oh wait, are kaijus aliens? I know some are. Oh, I have to look up what kaijus actually are, because if they are aliens, then that would work out perfectly. Nah, it's like Salt. Dempsey, alas, someone who knows it. It's genuinely cool anime, but painfully underrated. What was it called? It was Blood Blockade? Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, because I'm always looking for new things to watch. You know, despite my list of ever-growing... I mean to watch this show, but never got around to it. I don't remember a lot, lol. Bakugan is Pokemon, but forgotten. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, draw us as the characters for each emotion. That would be really cool. Absolutely had so much potential. I personally... So I'm just gonna... We don't have much more... We have a lot more of the chat to go. But I'm... Oh my god, we have so much more of the chat to go. But I'm gonna see what we can do in terms of... I feel like I should put out the poll now. Okay, small. Top cross redesign. Okay. Okay, I think that's everyone. So while I catch up on the chat, I'm going to let you all vote on the next one. So, for E1, our top ones are... I'm actually going to look up some of these characters so I know what I'm working with here. Oh, that's an interesting design. I like that one. Okay, I'm gonna do... Apologies while I work on this one. All right. And the poll is going out once I remember where this character is from. There we go. All right. Set up your votes for E1. I keep wanting to say E3 because of the video game convention. All right. While I do that, I will catch up on the chat. Gotta scroll up, gotta scroll up, gotta scroll up, or I have to scroll down. Yep, have to scroll down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, bottom of the chat. Scroll back up. How is there so much I've missed? I'm so sorry, everybody. This stream is a little more chaotic than usual. Okay, there's a link I've posted. I don't remember where that goes. All right, there's the goats. Okay, Kane, there we go. Artifact collector. Dempsey is somewhat painfully underrated. Bakugan, forgotten Pokemon. Draw the characters for each emotion it lands on. That would have been a... Okay, I mean, I'm sure I can maybe sneak one in there that I want to do. And just... Or, well, let me say this. People's... I mean, I'm still trying to catch up with the chat, but everybody seems to be liking this. So, like, we can always do a set... Like, I'm down for, like, doing multiple rounds of this with different characters. And be like, okay, here's version 1. Let's do a second version. And then just more... Because... There's a lot more than 30 characters that exist in the world that we can do. And then maybe, like, we can always do, like, themed ones. Where it's like, oh, everybody vote on a horror character for this emotion. I'm really glad I did this as an idea. I really like it. There's so much potential here. I personally look at other people, how other people draw the characters. I'm drawing to see the potential of what I could draw, as well as something that I might find easy to comprehend. Yeah, looking at other people's art to like study how they do certain techniques and stuff like that is really good for like learning and like not just how to draw in general, but like even how to draw specific things. Because I know like I've referenced Popcross and Dempsey, Knight of Arcane, and Nerd when I'm drawing something. I'm like, okay, I'm not entirely sure how I would do this. How do they do it in their styles? And just like take bits, like Ice for one. Ice is a big one. And I'm like, I don't really know how I would go about rendering it. Let me see what Popcross does in his process. And then I try to emulate that. And because I don't have the step-by-step process of what he does, it comes out as my own. Spoiler alert, I just finished uploading my latest video, JoJo Stands as Dragons, with my new narrator, Francis Freelance. While I was looking for the Ramshackle pilot, I saw that. So after the, whatever this is called, the stream, I want to check that out because I absolutely love JoJo. We've got the YouTube goats. Yes. From the thing I said like 30 minutes ago. I forgot to set up a timer for the voting. Where's my phone? Okay, this poll gets an additional 3 minutes and then we call it. So make sure to get your votes in on the poll. before we figure out who we're drawing for Mr. Thingy Thinky over here. Our thinking buddy. We'll call him a thinking buddy. I love how it looks like it was buffering. Buffering goats is hilarious. Visible confusion. I am Angelic Demon. Arc busy killing Kane. Hello, Angelic Demon. Nice of you to join us. Radio breaks in. I have your IP, your home address too. Your government files say a lot about you. The government doesn't know anything about me. As far as the government is concerned, I do not exist. OMG, Radio Xenomorph. I would love to see that. Yeah, that would be a cool... Venomizing or xenomorphing inanimate objects would be really cool. Wait, does that mean there's a TV predator? I'm not sure if there is. I was just making the distinction between predator from the movie and like predators from like nature, like actual like tigers and stuff. Just like so there's a clear distinction. Like if you want something turned into a predator, it would be the movie and not like make it a predatory animal. I've seen the video, but I haven't watched it yet. Link. I push link. Popcross did the Pen 10 as SCP episode twice. He did? I don't know if I saw that one. I'll have to go back and check that out. Hello, Steven Cisneros, I believe your name is. Nice of you to, thank you for joining the stream. Added video to watch later. Oh, I have so many videos on my watch later. I feel so bad about not, never getting around to them. Also, it'd be funny if Harold suggested to the Sharp Gang to bring in Nerds, Van Helsing, Knight of Arcane's Armor Crafter, Dempsey's Nexum, KyngPin's SCP narrator to help with the Archons. That would be cool. I don't think... I mean, Popcross might be down for that, but I feel like with such a big thing, like a big story point in his own overarching tale, he might be a little reluctant to involve what might possibly be non-canon characters to his universe. Although I don't know if it would be Harold. I feel like if Benny and Marcus Plague met, they would definitely have a conversation about their possible cousin relation. Throw a nuke at the Archons. Oh dear. Perfection in time killed the cat. Well, there are 6 Archon demons left. Yes. The polling is up. I forgot I set a timer and I got scared. Okay. Let's see the results. The winner of the poll is Deary from Hell of a Boss. This is good. You know what? Actually, I'm happy with it. Oh, I should actually specify where it's from. If you all keep the drawings with not hands coming along, if I don't have to draw fingers this entire time, I would be okay with that. So, yeah, if you want to keep those interesting looking ones coming, then I'm all for it. All right, and while we do that, before I start drawing, let's get our next little emotion. Really? All right. Your next one is... Nope, remove the wrong thing. B5. This menacing little guy. Oh my god, this might be my favorite emotion on the entire thing. And of course, because it's on the complete other side of the board, as the one I have to be drawing on. Okay, well, come down here and then crop it. All right, for reference, there's your next one. Make sure to throw in your character suggestions, and let's get to drawing Deary. I do have to... The problem is I keep switching between 2 computers for reading the chat, and it's getting very hectic because each chat keeps jumping to the bottom. I will be brokenhearted when Psycho Paradolic dies. That's the TV one, right? I absolutely love the voices and stuff that Popcross does are really good. All right, throw you up. Let's get our sketching brush out, and we have to draw a deer. A deer look. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's start with a circle. Because they're not really looking up. Their eyes are just facing up. Okay. I was literally about to I'm like, is this one of those characters that's never shown face forward? Because that's going to make this one really hard. Luckily, there is a reference image of Deary facing forward. So I'm going to try to go a little quicker through this one. N took a little bit longer than I anticipated. Which means this might be like a 20-part series. Oh no! How horrible! I'm being sarcastic. This is actually really fun, and I'm really enjoying taking your suggestions, because I mean, so far the two that have won are from ones that franchises I'm familiar with. But like, there's a lot of good suggestions that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Especially that how do you pronounce it? Noi, I want to say, from Doridoro. That character design is beautiful. Wait, I'm an idiot. Was it B5 or D5? It was B5. I gave you all the wrong information. B5. This one. This is your new emotion that you have to be suggesting characters for. I'm so sorry. I don't know my own letters. Okay, I'll still, like, anything anyone suggested for D5, I'll still take for B5. Unless you want them specifically for D5. And then I'll just suggest them again when we get to that one. My bad. I apologize for that severely. Ark said he know how you feel. He feels that sometimes art skill just go out the window. Yeah, but I'm getting, like, I don't know. This is just very new for me. I don't know. No, that's not true. Drawing isn't new, but this idea is new, and I'm drawing characters I'm unfamiliar with. That's a little too much of a cat eye, if you ask me. Very thick. I want to thin that out a little bit. Because the problem here is it's not the same. So the human eyes are in front, but the Deary's eyes are more off to the side of her, I believe, her head. So they're like more so over here, kind of. And I'm making stuff up as I'm looking at the reference, and that is just not what's happening. I'm a liar. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything that's going on. Okay. So I can't use the reference picture perfectly because it's a different facial expression. But her eyes are very big and round, which actually work really well for this. You all are choosing very characters that would be very good at making the selected emotions. It's really cool. I know if I was doing this alone, just to like post somewhere, it'd be a lot more characters. Nope, I hit the eraser tool, but it just didn't select. There'd be a lot more characters that are just like the very opposite of what the emotion is. For example, Springtrap being the blushing one we have up at the top. Solely because it would be absolutely hilarious to draw. it's also really interesting because I've a lot of the stuff I draw is full body stuff. So having it where it's literally just like chest up and there's a lot cut off is really, I don't know about a challenge per se, but it's something different that I don't normally draw. You're one of those characters where the eyebrows go over your hair. Yes, you are. So let's draw on that hair first. You need a bigger nose. Do you plan to make every emotion here or just a couple? The game plan is to eventually fill out every emotion here. Definitely not going to be in this stream because I have dinner time soon. But like over the course of like, I want to say 2 or 3 streams, but I know realistically that is not going to happen. Just on the sheer amount of time one has taken. Eventually I would love to fill out every emotion here. However long that takes, I'm in this for the long game. This is a lot of fun. And, you know, I just, in 2024, even though I haven't even been doing this for a year, I do want to branch out a little bit with my content. Just like explore new things, learn different things about art, try out different mediums, different programs, different ideas. Because I love designing, and now that I'm starting to do my own story, per se, with all the narrators, I'm really excited because I've got a couple story arcs for the narrators going on, but they're just going to take a very long time to, maybe not a very long time, but like they're going to take time to build. I'm not pulling any Marvel or DC here where I'm rushing to get to the biggest point of a story. I want to take my time with these stories, develop the characters, have people connect with them, and then like, boom, here's what's happening. Like, whoa. These are some of the cutest ears I've ever seen on a character. It's really interesting to see the like the humanoid form underneath this, because it looks like I'm drawing a costume right now instead of an actual character. And your head is a lot more bulbous. No? Why does the pen refuse to click on the eraser tool? It happens all the time in regular recordings. I don't understand it. Hey, what's going on with the stream? I don't know. OBS says it's good. Zevo 3, holy guacamole. That was exactly my reaction. Fazbear, did you watch Fear Isn't Enough video? I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't, but oh my gosh, Popcross's latest video, The Fear Isn't Enough, absolutely amazingly well done. It's really cool. The art was amazing. The story was really cool. And the implications for Multiverse Tales going forward is kind of hype. All right, how do I draw hoof thinking? Oof. Okay. 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Looking good so far. I like this. So you would go all the way down, because the buttons wouldn't be seen. There we go. I'm happy of Just Dance character. Yeah, I'll keep. I did put Just Dance in this last poll, right? I think so. But yeah, keep suggesting Just Dance, and it might end up as a motion one. Because I'd love to draw a Just Dance as one of these characters, because I think it'd be a very interesting, stylistically, to have something like that. Even if it's like if we're not just doing all cartoon related characters or animated characters, would be really fun. Oh, I'll have to Google Zuvo 3. Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed that show. I think it got canceled after not too long, because it wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't well received or there was like I don't know, some issues with the programming. But yeah, it was a really cool show, and revisiting the character designs was actually really cool. All right, how am I gonna draw this hoof? Okay, well, here's a reference of a hoof pointed upwards. So it'd be, I mean, it would just really just end in a something like that, right? And then that's kind of what it looks like in the show. Maybe give it a little less hoof to it. Yeah. But like, more or less, this is what it looks like in Hell of a Boss. I don't know. I'm sure once I get to the line art, I'm not going to be happy with it. But for now, and the dividing line actually comes down past this. Oh, I forgot the other ear. Silly me. Oh, you have big eyes. Okay. I'm actually gonna continue. Yeah, do that. Do that. Okay, is this part of the bow? Turning off the layer has slightly confused me. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I need the eyebrows too. I almost forgot about them. I want to take that out of context. It's not good for murdering. Please don't. Please don't take me saying that out of context. I was talking about a drawing I was doing. Alright. I think this part of the head should... Once again, I'm trying to select the eraser and it just does not work. I'm going to bring in this part of the head a little bit. Boom! Deary from Hell of a Boss. Although that is a very long hand. Maybe I'll move that sleeve up a little. Yeah, just a little bit. Come on. There we go. Here we go. There we go. All right. Ark's Angelic Demon says Ark has killed Cain. I'm sorry to hear that. Murder drones. Nearly headless. Even the dullest of blades are capable of getting the job done if you try hard enough. I'm gonna keep suggesting my singing monsters things. Hey, no problem. Keep them going. Where are N's eyebrows? Did I forget the eyebrows? I did. I did. Alright. I anticipate we'll probably be doing this a lot where I have to go back in and fix them because I've forgotten something. Also, I feel like, although I will say, I feel like most of it is probably blocked by the hair. There. They're a little hard to see, but they're there now. drawing number 2. Once again, I feel like the head is a little small. Alright, there we go. Where ends eyebrows. Okay, I really want to see the story with characters from Pop Cross, Dempsey, Knight of Arcane, Nerd Comics Inc. and KyngPin Creations working together to fight a demon created by the Archons. That would be so much fun. That would be the... I need to... Some of the hair isn't... I'm just gonna... that would be really fun. I would like that. That would be an ultimate multiversal crossover of just 5 different universes being like, yeah, we gotta all stop this together. What would be the art for it? Or how would, like, because you can't post the same video 5 times on 5 different YouTube channels. We would have to find a way to make them all, like, so we each have a video to post that day. Unless it's like a 5-part story where it's like each one of us tells one part of the story. And it's like, if you want to know how this finishes, go check out their channel. I don't know if that would be, because since we each technically have our own unique audiences, some people would be jumping into the middle. So if we did that, we would like have to find a way in which the story makes sense no matter where you join in from it. I don't know. It's still a really cool idea. Almost forgot the eyebrows. What do the eyebrows look like? There we go. KyngPin, color them green, grayscale, or super basic. Yeah, I'm kind of doing it. I am skipping some steps from my usual process, just to kind of make it quicker. Although that doesn't seem to be entirely the case, because I want it to look good, but I also want to make it fast, so we're not really sitting on the same character for so long. I think maybe I'm not gonna go through with the color fill layers. I'm just gonna do one. That's not what the hair looks like. I'm just gonna do one layer and lay down all the flatting in one layer. I'll probably regret it, because that is ridiculously complicated to shade. But we can definitely try it out for this one and see how it goes. I'm just sort of kind of imagining, like, because we're randomly picking the emotions, that if you, once this is finished, once you look down the list, they're all going to be just like drastically different stylistically and whatnot. It's be like, whoa, what happened here? Like, you might be able to tell the order in which they got picked, just because they're like, oh, this one is very different from this one, and something was definitely tried here that did not work out because it's not in this next one. I don't know, just a thought. Talk too much, especially for Angelic Demon or Immortal. Nah, you're good, Ark. I appreciate everybody chatting, especially with each other, because I know I cannot keep up with it, and I'm so sorry. I'm trying, but it's just going way too fast for me. so small. You could pull a pop cross and redesign it. That's true. Him in the future, 50 and 51. Yep. I would love to see this guy draw Whitebeard. That's One Piece, right? How do you spell beard? There we go. That is... Ironically, he doesn't have a beard. I'm sure there's some canonical explanation for that. KyngPin Creations, can you do Happy for Just Dance, please? I'm a professional dancer. That is, well, first off, that's awesome to hear, being a professional dancer. Second, if it gets chosen for one of the emotions, then totally, I will draw that. So I'm not too familiar with Just Dance. Is that a coach that exists? Or are you asking me to design a coach for the song Happy by, I want to say Pharrell? How does your... Okay, so your little bow here kind of crosses over with the with where the shirt opening would be. Something like that, I think. Oh wait, is that the line art done? Heck yeah. For my own sanity, I'm not gonna actually reverse any of these. No, wait. Ooh, that's a tangent line. I don't want that. For my own sake, I'm not gonna flip any of these, because if they don't look good, oh well. Or maybe I'll just flip them at the end and deal with consequences. Oh, I messed up on that ear. There we go, fixed. That's what it looks like, right? Sure is. Kind of. All right, cool. Let's lay down some colors. How about Ogular from My Singing Monsters for the pose? It could be interesting. Do you mean for this one, Awesome JJ Ranger, or for B5? Because we haven't reached the poll yet, so... Have we? No, I don't think so. Alright. Let me speed through some of these. Link for MLP Steampunk thing. I don't know if Arc posted it anywhere, but the link for that, or the drawing of that, is on my Discord, which should be linked in the description below. Ooh, it's going to be... Color matching is going to be hard. N was somewhat easy because we're grays and a slight bit of yellow, but this one, you've got some specific colors to you. Even though I said in the last one that doing this doesn't work for smaller things. And it's much easier to just try and stay within the lines. Yeah, see, it's not. It's fine. I'm going to do backgrounds and keep it up, doing amazing. Angelic Demon wants to help people as much as possible. Go another way to save people. That's good. I like that as a character. I do like the Angelic Demon character you designed a lot. And I'm really interested to see see what else you do with it in the future. This is also going to be one of the first times I'm doing this with the eyes over, or the hair, no, the eyes over the hair. And then just like the hair cutting it off. So I'm interested to see how that is going to work. I know this is such a far way away, but I'm thinking about how I'm gonna post this. If I'm gonna be like, oh well, that's just plain black. If I'm gonna be like, if I'm gonna label where each of the characters are from, because that would be really, really difficult. Perhaps a teddy bear SCP would be the one he wouldn't be allowed near. That makes a lot of sense. That's deep lore. Thank you. How about something completely original? Guns as something. That's an interesting one. It could work as a video. I don't know anything about guns, so that would be a heavy research episode for me, but it is I do find it interesting to have ones where it's like, oh, things that are just like not using character designs, but like inanimate things, kind of, to make sense. It's a little more purple, I guess. I don't know. Trying to color match these are proving to be a little difficult. Yeah, and then a little grayer for the nose. I'll keep all the facial features in one. So like, right? Is that how it looked? Oh, nope, that's all the colors in one layer. My bad. Yep. Yeah, it's just kind of one color for the mouth. So I'll keep that like that. Gotta find the right color of the skin. Something like that, maybe. I want to do this as its own layer. Angelic Demon is a hybrid, Angel Mom and Demon Dad. This is all I want to say about him. That's actually really... Oh no, I deleted something. I deleted something that should not have been deleted. Alright, I think this is going to be the last one we do for the stream today. Because it's getting a little later than I anticipated it being. Like I said, we did waste the first half hour just laying down the groundwork of this art challenge, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, it's cool to talk with you all. I think it needs to be a little more saturated, a little lighter, a little more saturated. It's also weird because the reference image I have is the scene where like the heaven's light is right above them, so the lighting might be a little off. So I'm gonna make it a little less saturated, like that. And I've noticed she has like a pale yellow ring around her mouth, as well as on her chest, like that. Oh, and freckles. I don't know if freckles are the right word for that, but oh, and some of it on the eye, it looks like. Wow, so many details I've been missing. The way it's laid out right now, it looks like she has like a fancy white glove on. Thanks for the recap. No problem then. Perhaps you can turn Catalyst from My Singing Monsters into a demon. It creates dreams, so maybe the demon could create horrible nightmares. That's a cool idea. It's been over an hour since I released my speed drawing vid. Oh, sweet. So you and Galahound19 I will check out after the stream ends. Because I really want to check it. I want to see what both of you have done. There's some interesting colors I'm working with here. All right. Just a bit of lavender. It's really weird not having the color fill which I usually use for flatting, which I can change anytime I want, and just using normal layers. Because one, the drawing is so small, I can't see what layers are what, which is where labeling layers would come in, but I'm too lazy for that. And then now there's multiple colors per layer, which I don't really know if it's making this a quicker process. But like, if I mess up and do that, I can't fix it. No, a little lighter. There we go. So like, the only reason I'm doing it on separate layers is so I can wand select them if I do mess up, and could kind of change it, but it's just not the same without it being the specific purpose of the layers I use. Yeah, see, so like, I'm realizing now that the nose needs to be darker. So I'm gonna eyedrop that, move that down more. Ooh, a little more. And then I have to, well, that's clothing, so I'll do this. Yeah. What I'm what's interesting about like drawing from animation, you realize like how the character design works. So like the nose, the hooves, and actually the eyeliner, for lack of a better word, are all the same color as the suspender straps. So they can save time in layers. Well, I'm assuming they can save time in layers by coloring some things the same color, which is actually pretty cool. Like this up here is the same color as everything. Yeah. And then these eyes should be a little less in your face. Like that. And then all we have left is this. One thing I find with N is that he has no teeth or sharp teeth. Yeah, those are the two kind of like modes of the murder drones. Like in their murder drone, they have like the fangs and stuff, and then normally it's either normal teeth or no teeth. I'm not actually 100% sure on that one. Oh my goodness. I was so outside of the lines there. See, now the problem is because I did multiple on one layer, I cannot section off by, well, I can with the wand tool, but still. All right, there's number 2. We will shade it, and then maybe that'll be a stream. I'll find out. Should have made a Sona KyngPin shaking my head. A Sona would be cool. I've been thinking of doing some Sona videos. Like I had an idea for an Amazing Digital Circus original character, but I never got the time or really the idea down pat. What was I selecting? 50, and then I'll throw in a blue up here on overlay, and then we'll start the shading. Whenever he's killing, he has sharp teeth, but aside from that, normally no teeth. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Kate and King, how you doing? So sorry, I'm just getting to you. I'm a chatterbox lol. Nah, don't worry, I'll eventually catch up with the chat. Avatar: The Last Airbender with TMNT. You're looking amazing, your face is amazing, and do you want me to draw you? I can do anime, digital, or cartoon, and Angelic Demon is playing chess with Dr. Bright. Yeah, you can, if you want, you can draw me. Absolutely go for it. I love to see what you can do. I hope you're bringing back SCP Community Redraw someday. I just thought of one by March's deadline. Oh, yeah. No, definitely. There will be more SCP content for the redraws. I fully intend to do that. That one was a really fun one to do, and everything people submitted was really well done. Okay, while we are drawing, and should I just mention that Sin in episode 5, like, so cute, in a puppy dog way, like the way she said climbing crisscross applesauce. Yeah, and recently I saw the voice actress for Sin doing the lines, like, unfiltered. Insanely talented. Like, Sin's voice in Murder Drones, we are far past drawing in. Sin's voice in Murder Drones is not AI. It is an actual human voice, which I find so impressive. I need to do like little sparkles in the eyes. I'll get to that. We spent over an hour on N. Oh, goodness. And did you see my Fakemon? And I just to tell everyone, feel free to ask me anything to draw. I do drawings. I do free drawings, and I love your style. Thank you. And yes, I did see your Fakemon. I actually, I was a little bad about keeping up with everything, but I finally compiled all the redraw submissions I've gotten so far into the April folder. So it's looking good. And I believe this is the last week to get your submissions in. I don't know if I have the Gmail and the Discord link to submit for a community redraw are in the description below. The prompt this month was Fakemon, even though I think it should be called Fokemon with an F-A-U-X. But I'll play by the rules. So yeah, your own original Fakemon, and just provide names, typing, all that kind of stuff if you want to submit. And then the redraw should, I don't want to make promises, but the redraw should be on the 29th. So deadline is the 19th. And if you want to participate, well, yeah. There's also a prompt at the end of the last redraw video and on the community tab if you ever need to refer to it. What is going on? I thought I selected... Did I not? Oh, the skin is on a different layer. That's why. I'm like, why is this not ending where I wanted it to end? Hello? Oh. I hate doing this way of rendering. I might go back to my color layers, because this is a little bit confusing for me, I'm not gonna lie. I can draw you fan art. Oh, you're talking to Ven. That's cool. My drawing Popcross needs to put Harold the Herald in more videos. He's such a funny child. Yeah, Harold the Herald is, I think, just from voice and design, it's one of my favorite Popcross characters. Because the whole, like, the energy arms thing is really cool. Yeah, see, this is the one thing I don't get with cell shading. It's like areas like this where it probably should be all covered, but it just doesn't feel right to completely cover it. If that makes any sense. All right, where are the eyes? Okay, all the blue is on this layer. This is really confusing. Wait, can I do this? Select similar. Sweet. KyngPin, are you excited to see the Vigilance video from Popcross tomorrow? Absolutely. I watched through all the production journals he put on the Patreon, and I'm so excited, especially since it's three separate videos equaling 50 minutes of story, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to watch all of them tomorrow. Might have to make that a over the course of the week thing. Have you seen the Ramshackle pilot yet? If you haven't yet, I haven't, so how is it? Oh, the Ramshackle pilot is amazing. I don't know if you were here before, but I was talking about it, and I put a link to it in the chat. Kate and King. It was really cool. I really liked it. It was really funny, heartfelt, and voice acting was very good. All right. Forgot about this one. I'm really liking how this one's turned out. Where is the mouth color? Right there. Stronger Than You is apparently a song from Steven Universe. So yeah, YouTube algorithm. Interesting. I didn't know that. Have you seen the Ruby and VC crossover movies? I have not, but I've seen Popcross work with them. And it looks interesting. Like, Ruby looks like a really interesting series. And I have friends who've seen it, but I have not. And I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually. Hopefully. I have a small problem with that, because it just gets to this point, like, not with anything actually, this is just a stupid rant of my own. There's just too many things that exist now, like books, for example. Like, there's too many books I want to read, and there's not enough time to read all of them, and that makes me sad. If I can get paid to like read books, then I would so do that, because like I would love to read more. I just finished a book series, and so now I'm working on trying to finish the Soul Eater manga before I pick up an actual like novel. But I been really busy and have not had the time to do said things. All right, I think that's number 2. Oh, that one actually fills up the space a lot more perfectly than this one does. What time is it? It is 5:13. I have about 15 minutes. So I think the best course of action to do is I'm going to fly through this chat. I'm going to write down any of the characters that was suggested for B5, and then the next stream we do this, we will vote on that and start that. Someone just has to remind me to make sure I put a timer to the vote. All right, but let's catch up on the chat finally. I forgot they're retractable. Yeah, the wings. Yeah. Got through that. I just thought of the most random thing. The Angry Birds movie, specifically the scene where the bomb says, "I eat dirt," and vomits up dirt. I've never seen either movie, so I don't know about that scene, but that sounds very unpleasant. I should back away from the mic just a little bit. Kaiju is a strange beast. It could be anything. Lol. Awesome. Well, then that might work for Ivan Clue's narration then. That'd be really cool. Yeah, instead of like a kaiju hunter like Popcross has, more like a kaiju collector. Yeah. Like in a world where like everything's just gone horribly. And then there was like a huge war. What is this one? Deary is E1. All right, cool. We got 2 down. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. Everybody stop chatting. He needs to catch up. No, it's okay, awesome GG Ranger. I will catch up eventually. More goats. Sneeze in the TV. More requests for Just Dance, which we can hopefully get to if it gets voted on soon. I gotta say, I'm liking the Deary one a little bit more than the N one, just because the hat N's hat looks a little bit wonky. I might go back and fix that. I don't know any of these except Just Dance. It's all good. Okay, since we're throwing out random characters, how about doing Pan from Dragon Ball GT? Is this... Okay, so this isn't E1 yet. Or this was for E1, and I missed some of them, and I apologize for that. Maybe I'll do a timer to get your suggestions in for the character, and then another timer to vote on them. Because I don't want to keep missing people's suggestions. Oh my god, there's so much chat. Wow, whoever recommends Deary must have a big brain. Am I right, folks? Oh, there's this thing called Demented Dream Error in the Lost Landscapes, and I think you should do something with that. That'd be cool. Quick, set the timer. Oh, sorry, didn't see it. Mr. Thingy should be canon. Who's with me? Maybe. There's a few ridiculous characters that I just want to work into the canon of just everything that's going on. More goats. Love to see it. You know, honestly, E1 reminds me of Eddie Smith and D1 reminds me of John McCracken. Which one's D1? I could see it. I agree with you there, Kate King. They both definitely fit both those characters. Report KyngPin and his chaotic shenanigans to the government now. No. No. I remain anonymous. Duck jump scare. Duck scare. I know. It's not the first time I've been scared by my own timer. It's so loud, and I'm just like, oh. I was not expecting duck at this particular moment in time. Ark, I have a question. How is boss level, and do you think would be a cool D&D character? Goblin, Artificer, or Demon Paladin? Boss level is good. We've got some really cool video games coming down the pipeline. And we're actually, a few of the series that are running now are wrapping up pretty soon. I don't know. We've just been hitting it really, like we've been on fire with these past couple of recordings. So in the near future, like, we're really excited for you to see some of the videos we got coming out. And furthermore, if you would like to check out my gaming channel that I run with my friends, I will post a link. It's a little more adult content than this channel is, so viewer discretion is advised, but feel free to check that out if you would like. We post videos every Tuesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Just so, because we all got other things, but I'd love to do daily uploads. Duck scare. Dempsey, I think Benny is taking over Dempsey's channel too. Make Duck Scare and Mr. Thinky canon. B5 is telling me Charlie from Hasbin Hotel and run away. Alright, first suggestion from B5. Charlie. Hasbin. It'd be cool to do a demon form. Oh, wait. I messed it up again. I was thinking D5 for Charlie in her demon form. But no, 100%. That is definitely a Charlie emotion. Bakugo from My Hero Academia. 4... Wait, this might have been before I corrected myself. But either way, Bakugo from My Hero as B5 would be hilarious. D5, I want to see Angelic Demon. Sorry if that's not allowed. I'm okay with people throwing in their OCs because it is the chat that is going to be voting on what they are, like what gets chosen. So I have no problem putting an original character into the poll as long as you have a reference for the character that I can refer to. Because if I don't know what the character looks like, unfortunately, I can't draw it. I'm also going to throw Bakugo for D5 whenever we land on that one, because I'm 90% sure that's what you meant, and I just stupidly said the wrong thing. Okay, Sin or V would be perfect for that, but maybe not because of repeats. I believe, yeah, this is all for D5. I'm gonna write these down because they are suggestions for D5. Also, Nerd Comics suggested just a duck, and I love that. But yes, I'm gonna write all these down for D5 because I mistakenly gave you the wrong one. So when we land on D5, I will make sure we get it. Kaiju number 8. So please bear with me as I do that. And this is most of the comments, so I'm catching the chat too. Random scary duck for E5. The reason why I'm suggesting you do Godzilla Monsters Predators is because there's a new Predator movie coming soon, if you haven't heard. I have not heard. I know you've mentioned that in a comment before, Sneaky Raptor Squad, but I was unaware that there is a Predator movie coming out. I only know about the 2018 one. Prey 2. I did not know about that. I'm going to have to check that out. I agree with Nerd drawing the next one across. Still want the same character for that pose. That's fair. Yeah, Angelic Demon you said, right? Yep. So I'll throw that one in B5 too, just because you suggested it. Did it jump again? There we go. Okay. Never mind, don't do Sin or V for B5. Yeah, they wouldn't exactly work for that one. That would be sus. Be sure to leave a like to help KyngPin Creations out. Thank you, Dempsey. That would be goofy. Make Duck Scare a pet SCP for Marcus Plague. Duck Scare as Professor Marcus Plague pet. That is an amazing idea. Awesome, JJ Ranger. I wonder how he will draw Deary's hooves in the position of the fingers. Well, there you go. There's your answer. I kind of did. I kind of just treated it as a whole hand instead of a like actual fingers, which I think worked out pretty well. It was a little difficult to get the pose in the right place, but I think it worked out really well. An emotional support duck with razor sharp teeth, but in reality, Marcus just likes him there. Either that or Dresden for B5. Dresden all flustered would be amazing. Pop Cross Studios. Demon Archon dating skim. Which one are you gonna bag? Oh, okay, I sort of forget the I forget all the designs, but I do. Ooh, they're all really cool. I don't know, maybe Psychoparadolic. I like that design the most. Or Fantorel also has a really cool design. I'm looking them up on the Popcross wiki, which is awesome that Popcross has a wiki of all the original characters. It's really cool, and it makes for good reference too. Yes, Dresden would be great there. Psychoparadolic, I call dibs. I stole your answer, I'm sorry. As someone who's never seen Deary, I agree. This picture of Deary will be my only ever image of the character. It's a little bit off model, but I think it's pretty close. How is boss level, and do you want to see Kane so far? Yeah, I'm assuming you tagged. I saw you tag me on the Discord, which I'm assuming is that, and I will look at that real soon. Fun fact: Deary is voiced by Vivziepop. Yeah, that's. I would. Man, I want a voice act for an animated series so bad. Never heard of them. Maybe I don't remember. Vivziepop is the Awesome GG Ranger. Vivziepop is the creator of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, and which is the literal next comment. So I'm glad everyone's taking care of that for me. Asked Popcross the same thing. He's also said he'd choose Psycho. That makes sense. It's one of the he's one of the fun characters too. I've heard of those shows. Either him or Cypheramov. Which one was that? Cypheramov is the green looking one, right? Yeah. That's a cool one too. All the Archon designs came out really cool. Here's some good lore for Godzilla Monsters Predators video. A long time ago, there was a clan of predators called the Monster Clan. I like it. Longhand. The art collab of history. If we could get that together, that'd be so fun to do. My theory is that Fear made the Archons with one small weakness each as a half thought out contingency plan in case they go rogue. Yeah, that's possible. I'm really interested to see where this arc in the Multiverse Tales goes. That would be insanely time consuming though. True, but if we worked on it together, like over the course of some time, I'm sure we can get it done. Maybe Popcross could draw a picture of them and you can do your variation of the art. That'd be cool. I mean, I would be okay just actually voicing a character in a Popcross video. Like, even if I don't get a video of my own out of it, just to help out and like voicing any character, even if it's not one of my original narrators in Dempsey's video, Knight's videos, Nerd Comics Inc.'s videos, Popcross videos, like I would just be down to voice act to help them out. It'd be really fun. It would be cool that everyone would post their own parts in the video. Yeah, I really like that idea, but it would just it feel like it would get out of control. Not out of control, but it would be very hard to keep up with the story if you went to someone's video first that wasn't the first part of the story, but it could work. I'm sure we would be able to figure it out. Even if it's different in terms of style, the contrasting would look crazy. I find that really cool. Yeah, that's what I love. Everybody has their own unique style, which is so much fun to see. Anyone excited for the next 3 new Popcross videos said to release next week? I know I am. We are in speed chat. I am done. Awesome arc. I'll take a look at it once the stream ends because I want to get through this, and dinner time is coming up soon. Why does Deary feel uncanny, or is it just me? Deary is a little more human in my drawing than in the canon design of it. Just because I'm going a little bit off the model, so it's hard to draw from the model of the reference while also keeping the proportions roughly the same of the emotion, just so I know where things are going in each place. Tell KyngPin that I'm done in Kane as Kaiju for the Deary pose. Aglar for the Deary pose. See it if you have time. Yeah, I'll definitely. So, awesome JJ Ranger. I believe Aguilar is My Singing Monsters. Yep, first one that comes up. Oh, that'd be really interesting. I would have no idea how I would make an emote. So I'm sure at some point in the next 28 ones we do that we're gonna get a character that isn't what's it called? That doesn't have like normal human facial features, and it's going to be a real challenge to make them emotive. Oh my goodness. Ark, this is amazing. It's really creepy. I love it. Nice work. Is it okay if I can yap about my OCs? Yeah, go for it. I might not be able to get to them, unfortunately, because I'm speeding through this chat a little. Oh, I see another suggestion. But yeah, if you want, go ahead. And if you did, then go for it. Draw Pomni. Pomni for B5. Gonna throw that one up there. This is just gonna end up being an entire chart of indie animation emotions. Also, whatever you do, don't search Whatbox ASMR on YouTube. I repeat, don't search it. He says he's a child-friendly channel, but if you watch any of the videos, they're not for kids. Okay. Sounds good. If you only want child-friendly content, do not do that. Draw Pomni from the Amazing Doodle Circus. Yep, I have that suggestion written down. Wolfie numbers, and also welcome to the stream. Good luck. It's one of those. I'm asking again if you don't mind. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. This question: Demon Archon dating sim. Which one you taking? I said Psychoparalic, and then second place would probably be, what is the name? Fantorel. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And then third place would probably be Cypheromoth. Those are probably my top 3 favorite ones. Okay, maybe after Deary, we should just let him reach the bottom of the chat. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll get there. We're not that much overtime yet. I'm gonna eat a burrito. I'm jealous of you, Ark. I want a burrito. Well, I'd throw Psycho into a river. Oh, jeez. I want a burrito. I'm with you, Kate and King. I'm starting to get hungry. Hey, KyngPin. Sorry I'm late. No problem, Nikolai. Glad you can join the stream. Sorry I'm just now getting to it. This format of the stream has gotten me a little behind on chat more than usual. I suddenly want a piece of broccoli. Broccoli is good. Who's that character KyngPin drawing? So, Nikolai, we are voting on characters to draw in each of the different emotions you see here. The one I'm currently, or was currently working on is Deary from Hell of a Boss from the 4th episode of Cherubs. That's Deary from Hell of a Boss. I love your style. I wish there were more streams. Are you going to do more Lethal Company? We have, so we recorded when me and my friends all did that. We have 3 episodes of Lethal Company. The 3rd one got messed up, so we had to scrap it. But I would be 100% down if they were to going back and recording some more Lethal Company. It's not really in the public eye anymore in terms of trending, but like it was really fun despite me having god-awful audio quality. Don't watch Hello Boss because I'm a kid, not going to reveal my age. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, Hello Boss is not a show for children. Viewer discretion is heavily advised. I have an idea for the next April Fools. Play games like on stream. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. I mean, people would still watch that. Like, I want to do gaming streams. But I know YouTube is just like, hey, if you don't stick to this one specific thing, that for this channel being art, we're just not gonna push you as much. But maybe like getting some people together for. Well, I mean, if we got people together, it would be a boss level stream. But yeah, I would love to play more games for streaming. Please draw Luz or Amity from the Owl House after shading KyngPin. I will jot them down. Amity. The owl. So, Nikolai, in the next stream, when we pick this back up, and we do B5, which is our next emotion, I've written them down as possible characters for the chat to vote on. Avatar as Kaiju. If I could get 4 drawings done in a week, I could do 1 Kaiju for each bender. That'd be cool. Not going to read any of the chat about talking about ages, just to respect people's privacy. Gonna skip all that just for clarity's sake. Also, goats. Thank you, Nikolai. Glad to see more goats in the chat. It's my submission to the redraw. Yes. Oh, wait. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, submission for the redraw. I saw that. Awesome DJ Ranger. I have it compiled and it's a really cute one. I really like it. It makes, if it gets, I'm gonna feel a little bad if it winds up getting picked and I have to make it decidedly not cute. I'm not gonna give away what the video is gonna be for the redraw, but let's just say it's not going to be a straight redraw from what you submit. It's going to be, I think it's going to be the first one where you submit something and I turn it into something else. So I really like your submission was very cute. If it gets picked, I can't promise it'll remain that way. Okay, I love to hear. Okay, I have an idea. Hear me out. Original Overlord for Hasbin Hotel. That'd be a cool idea for a video. TMNT and Sonic the Hedgehog, or the other way around. I'm running out of room on this sticky note. TMNT Sonic. Phobias as superheroes. I've been meaning to do another Phobias type episode. Because Popcross has phobias as demons, Dempsey has phobias as dragons. I feel like it's a staple to have a phobias as something else series on your channel. I do have someone suggested a really cool idea for a series. I think it was demons that I really want to do soon. Vigilance the movie. Yeah, that's what we're getting tomorrow pretty much. 50 minutes in 3 separate videos is amazing. I can't wait. Where is the chat? Okay, there we go. There's still, oh my god, there's still so much chat. Ruby characters on the Suicide Squad. Not a bad idea. Forget, was Ramshackle announced at Glitch X? I think it was. That and Gaslight District. That, Gaslight District, and Farfetched were 3 of the indie animation series announced at Glitch X. I wonder if they're doing another one of those for this year. That'd be really cool. Here's an idea for next April Fools. Just gibberish. KyngPin, where did you come up with this idea for the live stream? I was scrolling through Reddit and I came across this template of the emotions by Magical Pouch. And I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool if we did it and like the chat voted on the characters to draw. And so I had this sitting in the back for a while, and then the Catnap SCP thing took 4 streams more than I expected, and now we're finally getting around to it. How about Pan from Dragon Ball GT for B5? Pan, Dragon Ball GT. Angry Birds as a CP. Have that written down. Another random question. How many community recreations do you have planned out for the moment? In terms of topics, only a few, but they're ones that would be here and there. So they wouldn't be like idea. They would be ideas that require a little bit more planning. And it would be like, hey, it would be ones like I need the story first. And then, I don't know. It's very hard to explain. But I do have a couple ideas that I want to do. And even reusing some of the ideas we've already been through. I like the sound of that kaiju collector. Yeah, so far, there's 2 videos with the kaiju collector. Although it's just really a generic collector of all mysterious things. I haven't a clue. It's the Popcross community redraw. I think it was for like August. And then Star Wars as Green Lanterns was the 2 collector videos. I like your ideas too, and I forgive you, Mr. Bright. And Ark is making a burrito. Oh, it's Angelic Demon talking. I can't even get another person to do the suggestions in a spinner as you draw and read the chat. Oh, yeah. I do have another, Dempsey, I do have another idea like this that requires the chat to vote on things as I draw. And I was going to ask you about that one. I did not fully intend this one to be so hard to keep up with. So next time we do this, I might hit you up if you would if you are available. Well, it's getting late and I need to start catching Z's. All right, have a good night, Galahound. Sorry if you didn't I didn't get to respond to anything you said in a timely fashion. All right. Bakugo for D5. Yeah, I figured. I have it written down as both, only because I think Bakugo would be absolutely hilarious as B5. Hey, I'm back. I just realized that I made a whole Figimon region, so I submitted my favorite one. Yes, I got your email, and I will check that out and compile the submission once the stream ends. Power Rangers as Predators. No problem. Duck Scare should be a channel meme. Yeah, that would be really good. I almost wish I didn't design Marcus Plague now, just so I can add in the duck in his character design. I don't want to watch adult content like that. No problem there. Right here, right now, please have your subscribers. Please vote if they should do Godzilla Monsters as Predators. There's not enough time for another poll, unfortunately. But like I said, I do want to take a bunch of community submission or requests and have the subscribers vote on what they want to see. All of a sudden, I imagine you voice acting Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is British, right? In Kingpin's voice. Peppa Pig! Pronounced Ogler. Okay, got it. Webbox and Samar is good as content farms. I do not like content farms. They are not good, and they are frankly a little bit creepy. Would love to see you do something with adult animated shows like Family Guy or South Park. That would be very interesting because, like, there's nothing special, but like it is just regular human characters. It's not like superheroes or anything. So like turning like off the top of the head Peter Griffin into a kaiju would be a ridiculous idea, and I absolutely love it. You're normally behind on chat, but today you were so much more behind. Yeah, it's gotten way out of control. Lethal Company monsters if they were on the Suicide Squad. Cool idea. I play Lethal most nights. It's fun, and V50 is good. Need to sort out more content for it. Yeah. I would love to do that again. That'd be a good stream game for Boss Level 2, maybe. Although you'd only be able to see one of our streams, which isn't too bad. Have we not hit the 3-hour mark yet? Oh, yeah, because I started at 45. feel like B5 reminds me of Wave Waters. I don't think you've seen that character yet. He shows up in my current bonus series. Oh, I don't believe I have, but I will write it down and check it out after the stream. Wave Waters, Tales of the Multiverse. Alright. I need to check one thing. And then we'll be wrapping this up a little bit. I'm happy to hear that you like it. I hope I drew him before the stream ends, and I would if I can say you burnt the burrito? No. I'm sorry to hear that. And to be honest, I love Angelic Demon's suit, but do you have any ideas that's a new suit? Maybe, so off the top of my head, reverse the colors. Make it a black suit instead, or like a purple suit. And then like the gold ornates on it. You could like whatever color would best work with whatever, oh my god, I'm blanking on words. Whatever colors would really work with like a dark gray or a purple suit would be really cool. Well, last April, Jake the Drake fooled people into thinking a new mythical beast was added to Tinker Island, but it was just ooh, that is a sneaky little prank for April Fools. You heard it first. KyngPin Creations Kaiju Benders. All right, I feel like I got to do that now. I mean, I am trying to get better at creature content, so I would love to do that, even if it's not a video and it's a live stream. So like a series of 4 live streams, all 4 benders would be cool. Draw Aquaman as a squirrel. That would make a great stream. Oh, I love these ideas. Probably Demon's Law. Dempsey, when you say kaiju benders, why did I immediately just think of someone levitating and chucking a Godzilla at someone? Oh my goodness. That's too funny. We're gonna need more sticky notes, Chief. Yeah, I have a stack of them, but I'm trying to take up as much space as possible as to not waste anything. To be honest with you, think we would be happy anything with them? And I have a weird question. What do you think would be the ultimate version of Angelic Demon? Ultimate version of the Angelic Demon would have like a lot of attributes similar to Angelic Demon, so like the rings of eyes and the wings and stuff would be the ultimate form. Everyone as nice as possible. Shut the duck scare up. No, it's all right. It's all right. We're reaching the bottom. There's only a few more left, I think. I asked demons turn angels or opposite that kind of idea I gave you in the past. Yeah, for community redraw. I remember that. That's not a bad one. I might use that as the next one. I'll have to think about it though. Where did the chat go? There we go. Just looking at A1, but I think Sugar Bush from My Singing Monsters would fit. Let me take a look. Oh my gosh. That would work really well. How does one collect a kaiju? It probably wouldn't be a full kaiju. It'd probably be like the claw of one. Like the story would be like for Ivan's stories. They're always just like, hey, group of people that is coming into my collection place. Here's the thing. Here's a artifact of the thing, and here's the story behind it. So it'd be like, oh, here's the skull of a kaiju, or the claw of one, and something like that. And then it would talk about the kaiju that the skull belonged to. And I would love to involve Ivan in a community redraw. I just haven't fully figured out what that would be yet. But I'm still thinking about that. Here's a good one for community draw. Everyone submits pictures of their own fairy tale warrior. Got this idea from the Blood Red Riding Hood. That is really cool. That is going to be the first one that goes on this new sticky note. Fairy tale warrior. So it would be like design a fairy tale character as a warrior. Or like a genre swap in general would be cool. That's a really good idea. There we go. Eggman, a giant kite, a giant cage for kaiju. How many submissions for the redraw did you get so far? That is a good question that I do not know the answer to, for I forgot to count when I was pulling them together earlier today. But we will count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So far, there are 10 submissions I've gathered, and I believe a few more that were just sent in during this stream. So there are 10 submissions so far, with 1 week left to go. I want to see how many. I wanted to see another people's angelic demon version, like their own take on it. That would be really cool. Like, well, so I have an idea to do something like Popcross did, where he gives character descriptions for their community draw, and people have to design one of those. That'd be cool. Family Guy characters if they were in Has-Been Hotel. Yeah, I hate how well. I hate that would work so well. Like, they would fit really well into Has-Been Hotel. Ugh, that's really weird. Dempsey, sure, if I'm about, I can sort it either I jump on a chat or something. Yeah, if you can, no pressure if you can't, but it'd be cool to have you on stream, and also these kind of this stream where people are voting require a lot more work than I anticipated. So if you can, no pressure, but if you can, I really appreciate it. Famous last words. Still amazing. Just ate dinner. It's almost 12. Do you know Gojo? I wanted to know how you would think his headband look on my angelic demon. I think it would be so for the headband of Gojo, it would go across the eyes, the 2 eyes here, and there'd be a piece of cloth that goes up and covers the third one. Unless keeping the third one open is intentional, because that could also be very cool. There comments. It's a UFK unidentified flying kaiju. The video was called "What If He Was on Tinkerer Island." Oh, right, because one of the monsters is called the He. It's the werewolf-looking one. And would you think Emerald would work? I want to do Ben 10 Angelic Demon, so I want to add Ultimate. That's really cool. But yeah, I definitely think Emerald would be a cool color. Bro, my phone was at 10% and it just died. I came back and it's still 10%. That ain't right. Come on. You gotta let that phone, you gotta go down to 1%. That's what the battery's made for. Inkman Studios collect a kaiju shrink ray. These are all very, very good ideas of how to capture a kaiju. It's actually not a bad name for a story, how to catch a kaiju. Alright, I'm breeding Pokemon right now in Pokemon Violet, trying to get a shiny Pokemon from an egg, so I'll just wait for the eggs to pop up as I watch. Yeah, that's awesome. I've never gotten a shiny in all the times I've played Pokemon. Ivan a Clue redraw, turning people's OC into aliens, maybe? That could work. Yeah, definitely something along the lines of kaiju or aliens would be a Ivan a Clue community redraw. I don't have a design for him yet, so if there was an Ivan a Clue community redraw, I don't think it would have a narrator design just yet, just because I don't have one. Not Violet, Scarlet, always forgetting. Didn't Popcross already do Fairy Tale Warriors videos? It's possible, but I don't fully remember. I haven't checked out Pokemon in a while. I have to check it out after the stream. Also, KyngPin, name a random animal. Red Panda. There you go. What's the theme for this redraw? This redraw is Fakemon. So one full body, one headshot, typing, name, and any other details you feel are necessary. And the deadline is this Friday, March 19th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Right? Yeah, that's how it works. Adult cartoon and adult cartoon. Like a character, like a style swap would be really cool, yeah. Fakemon, I'm pretty sure. Yep, you got it right, apple flavors. So everyone's talking about Angelic Demon. I'll have to check it out. Third Eye would not be covered. Then that's a cool idea. He, pronounced he. To be honest, my submission was just me, my bug race car, but I love the idea, so just zooming around. Yeah, those, like, imagining something about the size and movement of that car was really cool. And headband would have the SCP symbol on it. Oh, that's cool. That'd be really cool. DC characters as werewolves. Nice. Are you going to have your own version of Multiverse Tales? It would make an awesome series. I do have different story arcs planned out for certain characters. I don't know if it's going to be like a multiverse thing just yet. Just because I don't really want to... just because I want to do something different that's not multiverse. But I have to think about if I'm going to connect all the narrator stories or not. Because it'd be cool to do it, but I don't have a canonical reason for why it would happen yet. But the channel's still young, and I gotta build that universe up a little bit more. Before I forget, there's a monster on Demented Dream Error called Voidcorn. Highly recommend checking it out. Voidcorn. My singing mon. Always the first result. These are some really unique names that nothing... Oh my gosh, that is horrifying. That's really cool, but also nightmares. Well, Red Panda is my favorite animal. Red pandas are adorable. Turning red as a werewolf monster story. Turning red monster. Alright, we're nearing the end of the chat. So, any final questions? Get them in now, because now it's way past dinner time, and I feel bad. Imagine someone sends in Sunkern? I am not familiar with that. Oh, it's a Pokemon. That's cute. I kind of would want to do an Angelic Demon now. Yeah, if you all want to draw your own versions of Angelic Demons, I'm sure Ark would love to see it. I mean, I would love to see it too, but that goes without saying. Do you even know who Sunkern is? It's a Pokemon from Johto. Yep, just looked it up. Sunkern seed Pokemon that evolved into Sunflora. No, never heard of them. I would like to know, who do you think would win KyngPin? Me and either Shadow Warrior or Blood Red Riding Hood. Please tell me. Shadow Warrior. I don't know. Maybe Shadow Warrior. I don't know. It has been a long while since I thought of, what is it called? Blood Red Riding Hood. Like, that was a, I think I explained it in the video, but that was a homework assignment I had to do in college. And, I really liked the idea that I wanted to redo it. So, yeah. I would probably say Mino the Shadow Warrior. 3 angelic type for me. Scary, cute, or epic. Yeah. Demented Dream Error is full of creepy monsters. Check it out. I will, because that first one is just really scary. Did Popcross Studios submit for your community redraw? No, he did not. I don't know if he... Like, I would actually be really surprised if Popcross submitted to a KyngPin recreations. It'd be really cool. And it'd be really hard to pick it just because I'm like, I don't know if I could redraw this as good as he did. But if I got a submission from Popcross for a community redraw, that would be really fun. Like, I'd probably scream a little bit. You want scary? Google sky whales? Sky whales? Yep, okay. Nope, that is scary. You got me there. Oh god, I have regrets. Same thing. I must ask because making videos is hard. Is it better to go with calm music in the background or nothing at all? That's... okay, that's hard. Music is tough because, like, there's copyright and everything, but YouTube has a couple on the YouTube library that should be free to use as long as you credit them. If you go into your channel's, like, YouTube studio, on the very bottom there should be a like an audio library thing that has like a bunch of sound effects and music that you can use. So that's a little like, copyright makes the adding music a little hard. Music could add a little something to the video, but there's nothing wrong with doing mostly silence over like talking or something. But if you're doing a time lapse where it's just the art and you're not talking over it, then music definitely helps a lot. What's Blood Red Riding Hood? Blood Red Riding Hood is one of the first videos I ever made on the channel, where I took a fairy tale, Little Red Riding Hood, and redid it as like an action adventure story. And it's kind of become, it's a little bit of an original character per se. And it's one I would like to redraw, or a concept I would like to redraw, because it's like, hey, I've grown as an artist in the year I've been doing this channel, so it'd be cool to take a look at it again. Maybe once my channel is off the ground, I might do a redraw thing. I don't know. I mean, I totally recommend it. It's a nice way, and me and Dempsey were talking about this when I was considering doing mine. It's a really nice way to give back to the community by like featuring their art and stuff. So I always recommend it. And based on the last 2 episodes I've done, it's actually really fun to do. KyngPin, he hasn't, Dempsey says he hasn't submitted to one of mine, so I don't think he does submit to them. Yeah, I imagined he probably wouldn't, to give other people a chance to get submitted, and also he's very busy. Horror movie monsters as gargoyles. I use My Singing Monsters music. It has some amazing songs. It does. I'm always so worried about copyright, because it is really, really hard to just, you know, get around it. Well, good night, everyone. Stay amazing. Good night, Art. Thank you for joining the stream. And once again, amazing job on the Cane Caillou you drew. E.G. Fairy Island. I'm guessing that's My Singing Monsters too. Blood Red Riding Hood is a werewolf. Blood Red Werewolf. I have millions of ideas, but keep needing to focus on the video at hand. Been thinking about it for 2 months or 1 month. I don't know. It's so fun. Yeah, there's so many ideas like that I want to do, but time just gets in the way. I wish I worked just fast enough where I can do pop crosses 2 videos a week, but the editing and writing takes so long that it's just not possible. When in doubt, use My Singing Monsters music. I could try, but I'm sure YouTube algorithm would not appreciate that. And the last one, maybe I will. Me 2 seconds after using MSS Emphasis music gets copyright claimed. Yeah, I mean, copyright claims, depending on what it is, usually aren't horrible because they don't affect your channel. A copyright strike is where you got to be really, really careful, because copyright strikes will hurt your channel and could get it terminated. I used pay music service upbeat.io. Is that euro or pound? I think it's euro. €7 a month, and I can have music and sound effects on my channel being whitelisted. Yeah. I use Envato Elements for the exact same thing. I get my music, sound effects, and graphic stuff from that I use in some of the backgrounds from it. So, all definitely, that would be another one if you are willing to drop some money on a royalty-free stock service, as they calls. So yeah. And My Singing Monsters doesn't copyright. It's game music. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Don't forget, Popcross is a video ahead and takes 2.5 days per video, but does it full time, lol. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do this full time, but then, like, there's between voice acting and boss level 2, like, that takes up the other amount of time that I would use for a second video. But it would still be so nice to do 2 videos a week. Even if one of them is just like a one drawing video instead. I don't know. Some of my favorite My Singing Monsters are Flask, Hollow, and Denchas? I think I'm saying some of that right. Kaden King, I just don't use any music in my videos. Don't have music. Yeah. And yours is very story based too. So like, you can easily get away with no music because like, there's no dead space. It is all voice acting and talking, which works really well. Anywho, I need to actually get the recording down and finish the vid because I love the art. Yeah, and make sure to promote it when, like, show it in the Discord when you finish it, because I'd love to see that. Is the live stream wrapping up soon? Just asking. Yes, I'm just wanting to make sure I'm getting through all the comments, and we have 2 more left. So let's hope I can focus on making a vid. I wish you the best of luck. And My Singing Monsters is a game. Yes, I have some friends who play that. But thank you all so much for watching, joining me. Thank you for giving suggestions for the characters to draw. And I apologize we only got through 2 today. But the next stream we do this, we will hopefully get through a lot more now that the rules have been set in place. But that being said, thank you all so much for watching. My name is KyngPin Creations, and I will see you all in the video tomorrow. Take care, everyone.